'Tis I, the real Shroom, and tonight I'm heading back to the Explorer format in Arena, and opponents are always trying to do all kinds of horrible things to you in Arena/Pioneer, and tonight, you know what I have to say about that? Flux 'em. What do I mean by that? Let's take a look. So I'm always looking out for decks that can just win without, like, interacting, or, acting on a different axis than is typically happens in a game of Magic, and games that can just kind of win the game without really doing much. And one way you can do that is with Aetherflux Harvester. This is a 4-mana artifact. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain 1 life. For each spell you cast this turn, pay 50 life. Aetherflux Harvester deals 50 damage to any target. So tonight we're going to try to win with Aetherflux Reservoir. I kept saying Harvester. That's a different card. Aetherflux Reservoir is a card where in this deck, if we just sit there with this and a Nyx-Fleece Ram, which is a 2-mana 0/5 sheep, at the beginning of your upkeep you gain 1 life, we will win the game. Because eventually we will get up to 50 life. We don't have to attack. We don't have to, like, do anything fancy. We have to maintain our life total, and we have to keep our elements alive, and we will just win the game. We can spend 50 life and 50 our opponents. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're a control deck, so we are loaded with all forms of interaction, tons of discard to make sure they can't disrupt our combo. The discard includes 2 Duress, 2 Thoughtseize, a full playset of Humiliate. So there's 8 discard cards in the main board. I really hate to use Thoughtseize and cards that cost us life, since we're trying to win by getting to 50 life. But you need the 1 mana interaction. What am I going to do? I'm going to run Pilfer instead of this. I'm already running the full playset of Humiliates. So we're just going to bite the bullet and run a couple of Thoughtseize along with our Duresses as 1 mana discard. We're running a ton of removal too. We've got 3 Fatal Pushes. We've got an Elder's Intervention, Erebos' Intervention, which doubles his Graveyard Hate. A March of Wretched Sorrow, which is a removal spell that can hit creatures and planeswalkers. And both of these spells gain us life, by the way. We can funnel X mana into it to gain X life, which is, of course, great with Aetherflux Reservoir. We've got a Liliana of the Veil, who doubles as a discard piece, of course. She can plus to make people discard, minus to make them sack creatures. And we've got one... Where is it? Did I not have a Bitter Triumph in here? Oh, I guess I replaced that for the Murderous Rider. And finally, we've got a couple of sweepers for creature removal. 1 Meathook Massacred, 1 Settle the Wreckage, our main board sweepers. So you've got a ton of ways to keep our opponent's hands free of devastating spells that can break up our combo, and their battlefield clear of threats that can reduce our life total. So other pieces that we have in the deck are, we are running a couple of Nighthawk Scavengers. This can be a very large creature. It's a Nighthawk vampire, which was a 3-mana 2/3 flying lifelink Death Touch. But so the Scavenger's power is equal to 1 plus the number of card types among cards in our opponent's graveyards. So this thing can get quite large, to the point where it becomes a legitimate life gain piece for us that contributes to our plan of winning with Aetherflux Reservoir. Almost said Harvester again. So we got that, just a couple of things. We're really... Plan B minus to C is winning through combat damage. It's going to be hard for us to do, though not impossible, because we do have these Nighthawk Scavengers that can get big. We also running a couple of Sheoldreds, of course. It would just be silly to not have Sheoldred in this deck. It could easily be a 3 or 4 of. I would not think that would be a bad suggestion. But this card gains us life. It does damage to our opponents. It does everything we want it to do. It's an incredible card. Sheoldred. I don't need to sing its praises any further than you've already heard. And then we've got some card draw to help us get to the pieces that we need. We've got a couple of Mazemind Tomes, which is great in this deck because it, on its last step, gains us life. We've got a Sigarda Splendor. It's a 4-mana enchantment. As it enters the battlefield, note your life total. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card if your life total is greater than or equal to the last noted life total for Sigarda Splendor. Then note your life total. When you cast a white spell, you gain 1 life. So every turn, basically, if we have the same or more life than we did the turn before, we're going to get to draw an extra card. So it's extra card draw, which translates into extra life gain if we happen to have a Sheoldred on the battlefield. It just helps us find our pieces and our removal, what we need to get to 50 life so we can activate the reservoir. And then we've got a couple of Dawn of Hope. The 2-mana enchantment, whenever you gain life, I can pay 2 to draw a card, which is great. That'll draw us cards over the course of a game, no doubt about it, especially with our Rams. And for 4, you can tap it to create a 1/1 white soldier creature token with lifelink, which is another source of life gain. Also, chump blockers that can block any attackers that happen to get through our barricades of removal. And then we've got a couple of Cleric's classes. This is a 1-mana class enchantment from the D&D set. If you gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. It's step 1, which is great. You know, we're going to be gaining life. That's kind of what we do. For 4 mana, you can level it up to 2. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So we could add counters to our Nyx-Fleece Rams. They aren't defenders, they're just 0/5s. So if they get counters, they theoretically can attack and do damage. We can also add counters, of course, to Nighthawk Scavenger or Sheoldred for extra damage, or to the tokens that we create off of Dawn of Hope. And I believe that covers the main deck. Oh, one other piece we have is Heliod's Intervention. It's a 1-of in the main. It's 2 white and X. Destroy X target artifacts and enchantments. That's good. Usually it'll have targets in almost any matchup in Explorer. It also can gain you twice X life. So it can be a huge burst of life gain, which can be, you know, if it's a long grindy match, sometimes we can just X this, gain a bunch of life off this one spell, get to 50 and 50 our opponent with Aetherflux Harvester. So that's the plan. Theoretically, we can just sit around with our Ram, do nothing, our Ram and our Harvester, and we can win the game. When we get to 50 life, we just activate the Reservoir, not Harvester, 50 our opponent, and that's GG's. There's a total of 24 lands in the deck. There's a good number of tap lands, which is a little bit concerning. We are running some lands which gain us life, you know, it was very janky. These Scoured Barrens, which I have 2 different versions of apparently, are just tap lands, the Orzhov tap lands that gain a life when they ETB. And we're running a couple of the Kapana fetch lands, which when they ETB, they do like a, you know, whatever, Terramorphic Expanse. They search for a basic, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and they gain us a life. They also trigger Revolt for our 3 Fatal Pushes, which is good, because we like Fatal Push, and sometimes we need to hit those bigger targets. The only tech that we're using really is Iganjo and Takenuma. We do have a 1 of Agadeem's Awakening in our deck as well, which we will sometimes use to get back dead creatures like Rams. By the way, the Cleric class at level 3 returns a creature from our graveyard to the battlefield and gains its life equal to its toughness, which is going to be 5 life if we reanimate a Ram or a Sheoldred, which is pretty good, actually, and gets us a good part of the way to our 50 that we're aiming for. The sideboard contains a couple of Pithing Needles. I like this. It's a good, versatile card. I'm trying out a couple of Drannith Magistrate as a sideboard hate card against plot decks. There's all those, like, Slick Shot decks. There's all those Jace decks that are trying to cheat in Tybalts by plotting them. So Drannith Magistrate is here to try to shut that down. We'll see if that works as a sideboard card. It's just a theory at this point. I have not yet tried it. There's a couple of Damping Spheres for, like, Lotus Field and Phoenix decks, a couple of Path of Perils, and a couple are good sweepers against aggro decks. A Go Blank and 2 Ashiok Dreamrenders are good graveyard hates. They are a graveyard hate. The Ashiok Dreamrender can also stop decks that search. I was running 2 Go Blanks and 1 Ashiok. I'm trying 2 Ashioks, 1 Go Blank, because we probably have sufficient discard in the main board right now. So I just want to see how relevant this, like, anti-searching ability slash graveyard exiling ability of Ashiok is going to be in Explorer. Got a second Liliana Veil for matchups where it's good, a second Settle the Wreckage for, like, mid-range matchups where we want 2 of this effect, and a second Heliod's Intervention for decks where there are a lot of artifacts and enchantments. So I've been banging my head against this deck for a couple days now, and it's a fun deck. I don't think that it's particularly good. I did make a lot of changes to it prior to stream, so we'll see. Maybe this iteration that I just brewed up will do pretty well. I don't think it's going to do great, but it is a fun deck. It's a cool deck, and I do like the idea of, like, just sitting around doing nothing and winning the game just by activating the ability of Aetherflux Harvester. It seems very simple in theory. All you have to do is get to 50 life, and you win the game. So let's see if we can do that. Of course, there are a lot of questions about the deck. We'll go over this more in the in my final thoughts about the deck, about why you would play this version of an Aetherflux Reservoir deck instead of other versions that are possible. So we'll discuss that after the matches. But for now, let's get into some matches on the ladder. And if you like off-meta, off-kilter MtG content, please support my channel by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment down below. Okay, our first match is against Tommy Ward, and we're going to be on the draw. And this looks great. We got a turn 1 Thoughtseize, we got a Ram, we got a Mazemind Tome. Howdy. Exuberant Fuseline. 0/1 trample gets +1/+0 for each oil counter on it. When it ETBs, or when another creature or artifact you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put an oil counter on it. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's lead on a Thoughtseize. Charming Scoundrel, Forge, Magmatic Sprinter. This thing gets out of control eventually. I think I'm probably most scared of the Forge. I can Iganjo this Fuseling at some point. There's a Scoundrel. Gonna give a roll to the Fuseling. Murderous Rider. Alright, let's play... Oh, I needed to play my white source there. Eek. That's bad. That's very bad. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just play Mazemind. We'll scry. Sheoldred? I think Sheoldred is good here. Boy, that sucks. Yeah, pretty serious puntage there. Let's draw a card. Let's gain a life. I think we're just dead here, huh? Connecting the dots. When a creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library face down. Discard your hand. Put all cards exiled onto the battlefield. They could have just run out their 3/2 and killed us there. Erebos' Intervention. So, let's see. I play this, I gain a life, I go to 4. I'm pretty dead. Gain a life. I could play Murderous Rider. I can't actually Swift End, right? I think I have to play this and just block, which is terrible. Just go ahead and scry. Try to gain our 4 life. We don't need Humiliate. We'll scry on our upkeep as well. Chandra Destikill is cool.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
Alright. So, that wasn't great. We're against Mono Red. Don't worry, we got the tools for this matchup. Like Path of Peril, for instance. Yep, exactly. Heliod's Intervention also could be very good. We can cut some of the slower stuff. Liliana good? I think Liliana's okay. We don't want Thoughtseize, they're too aggro. We'll cut one Reservoir. We do have 2 removal spells that can gain us life, which is good. We've also got a Mazemind Tome. We don't have a turn 1 play. I think this is a keep. Alright, there's the Fusion. Which I think we'll just kill. Another Fuseling. And yet another Fuseling. Okay. Well, we'll kill that. So those guys are 2/1s now. I think on Liliana minus kill one of the Fuselings. They'll probably take their attack, or an attack at least to kill her.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the... Sacrifices must be made.
What in tarnation? To the Forge.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
Okay. I'll duress. Alright, their hand is mountains. Play a ram. So we're gonna take 4 from the Fuseling this turn. Furnace Skull Bomb. Put 2 oil counters on target artifact or creature. Okay. So they're gonna beef up their Forge. Cool deck. Oh, we're taking 9. Wouldn't mind drawing a Heliod's Intervention. Shattered Sanctum. I think I want a Mazemind. The question is, do I just save my mana and do this for 4? Let's scry. Sigarda Splendor. I'm looking for Heliod's Intervention, I think. Embereth Veteran. What is the young roll? This toughness is 3 or less. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do this now. So it doesn't gain enhanced toughness or anything. They do get a 5/1. Yeah, I need to deal with that. They are empty-handed. Let's scry. Another ram. Let's farm that. Humiliates. It's pretty much a useless card. I guess I'll just cast it to put a counter on my ram. Here comes the 6-1. Yeah, we're gonna block this. Let's scry. No. Humiliate. Okay. Humiliate you again. More like humiliating myself. Man, I have so much removal in my deck. Like, where's my fatal pushes? Good game, opponent says. And that is a GG. Okay. So, yeah. Opponent's deck is interesting. Yeah, we drew pretty badly there, gotta say. But, really cool brew. GG's. Alright, we're against Zolith. We'll be on the draw. We've got a sheep. So, I think we'll keep this. Yeah, when you block with it. The Restless Fortress? Why does it cost so much to activate, though? Like, all the other Ixalan lands are so cheap. Oh, it's Angels. Okay. So, this is a deck that is also very good at gaining life. Giada Collected Company. I have a Settle the Wreckage. Giada just makes everything so crazy. Alright, let's play our Scavenger. Main phase Coco. For 1 Youthful Valkyrie. Okay. That's pretty good for us. I think I'll attack. And I'll play Sheoldred. Another Coco. Oh, we've got a Nyx-Fleece. Alright, well. See if we can sucker him into tapping out for a Settle the Wreckage. Into my Settle the Wreckage. There you go. Inspiring Overseer. So, Angels is a deck that gains a ton of life. Alright, there's our reservoir. When it gets its, like, Righteous Valkyries and Cocos, it gets pretty ridiculous. Alright, let's play our yaks. So that begs the question, like, if you want to play a deck that gains a bunch of life and does this, why not just add a couple of reservoirs to this deck? Here comes the reconstruction. Yeah, I will block. So I can gain... So I think I'm dead. I can gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and get up to 41. Let's play Dawn of Hope. I'm gonna take a huge hit from all these angels. I can't block anything, right? I can block the bishop. Let's draw a card. Another yak. Sure. Cleric class. Okay. So I'm taking 8, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, I've already used my settle. I think I'm dead here. I probably should have played it out. I could have drawn a bunch of removal. Where's my, like, fatal pushes and stuff? Okay. So we want another Settle the Wreckage, clearly. We want Vanishing Verse. Do we want Path of Peril? It only hits the bishop. Liliana. Like, anything that can kill creatures other than Path of Peril. That ought to be good. All of my cards are good. Maybe I'll lose the Duress. And I'll lose 1 reservoir. Alright, Fatal Push is good against angels. Let's go for Swamp. Glenor Elves. Yeah, we'll kill that. Let's go for a Ram. Beautiful Valkyrie. I think we just want to kill every angel that we can, right?
When I win, your turn. I've always hated crowds.
Shock for Resplendence. Jeez. Let's play Sigarda Splendor. Let's plus.
I'm tired of your secrets.
And they kill Liliana.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Thanks to draw. Another Liliana. Okay. Play another Liliana. Minus it.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the sacrifices must be made.
Come on, Sigarda. I need some help here.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Sheoldred, that's nice. Sorry, an Overseer. Humiliates. Alright, we'll put a counter on Shelly, I guess. That life of flowing. Fatal Push is a good draw. Alright, let's play this Obscura forefront. Push the Righteous Valkyrie. Attack with Shelly. Right. That's more like it. I'll go for one Path of Peril. It does kill the bishops and the Righteous Valkyries. And one cut, maybe a Cleric class. Alright, we've got Fatal Push, Thoughtseize. Those are good cards. Bolt the bird, as they say. There's Giada. So let's Thoughtseize. We'll take the Resplendent Angel. Alright, play our Ram. Tap land. humiliate you. Get rid of that Skyclave. Could attack with my Yak if I wanted to. Just gonna Mazemind. Oh, I should have played a Dawn of Hope, actually. Righteous Valkyrie. Let's go for a Scry. Agademes? No. It's Dawn of Hope. Yeah, let's draw a card. Beathook Massacre, yes. Can't get it up to 5. Another Giada. What? How do they have 2 Giadas? Okay. Let's scry. We don't need another Dawn of Hope. Let's decline. I think I'll just execute 4. Ugh, it doesn't kill the Righteous Valkyrie though. I'll play the Scavenger. The Righteous Valkyrie is really the most dangerous thing when they Coco. Pick your poison. Okay. My best draw would be a land. Let's draw a card. An untapped land. There we go. Perfect. We're gonna decline. Draw another Nighthawk. Let's X equals 5 this Meathook. The Ram survives because it's got a counter. Attack you for a -4. We scoop. Alright. We got there. Through the power of sheep and life gain and tons of removal. That's a match we should win, really. So there you go. Why would I play this version of the deck instead of adding Aetherflux Reservoirs to Angels? Because Angel is like an aggro... You know, it's like an aggro mid-range deck, and we're a control deck. We're different styles of decks, and we beat that deck. We should beat that deck, as we just did. We're against Ever 196. We'll be on the play. This is a one-lander that can't do anything turn 1, so we'll mulligan. I like this better. We'll keep. And bottom... Maybe a land? Yeah, I'm gonna bottom the Scalar Baron. We got 24 lands. We'll draw another one. Can turn 1 Thoughtseize. So it's Rakdos. I don't know. Just take Archfiend, I guess? The Bloodtithe Harvesters are actually very threatening. Take it Archfiend for now. I can Fatal Push the Harvesters. I think I'll go Cleric class, Duress. Vein Ripper, so they're just the Pro Tour deck. Alright, didn't draw land, that's bad. Just yoink the other Harvester. And they just have it.
I guess you do.
That's fun. Fun, fair magic. Scry, try to find a land, I guess. That's a tap land. A tap land isn't good enough. We're gonna be dead by the time we get down to untap and play Scavenger.
I bestow a mighty curse.
Ram to the bottom. And we don't find land number 3. Okay. So we want Pithy Needle. We want Liliana. We want Settle the Wreckage. We want A Path of Peril. Vanishing Verse. Heliod's. Do we need a second Heliod's? I don't think so. Go for A Path of Peril. Cut a Harvester. Cut a Cleric class. Probably it's the Splendor. Maybe I cut the Thoughtseizes. They're a little aggro to be costing life to myself. A Duress, I guess? We're bringing in all this removal. We don't need that much discard. Alright, we got turn 1 Duress. We've got Pithy Needles. That's good. Double Liliana, Duress. I'll take the Duress. I guess I'm Pithy Needling Liliana, which is too bad. I'm also gonna do Sorin. So play this tap land. I should have played this land. That was dumb. Yeah, that was dumb. Oh, I didn't notice they had a Vein Ripper and an Archfiend. So they take that my Nighthawk. Okay. I drew another one, fortunately. Got a Needle on Sorin. So they can't cheat out their Vein Ripper. Archfiend, which I believe we'll trade with. Given the chance. Yeah, we don't want to take 6. Alright. Ganjo. Yeah, we can start making tokens. They're getting to Vein Ripper mana, which is scary as heck. Not what I meant to do. I suppose, you know, I floated the mana. That would have worked. Just 6/5. Shelly. Do I play Shelly here is a question. I think the answer is yes. Archfiend. Blow up your blood cliffs. I'm revolting them for Fatal Push though, which is bad. Yep. Doing fatal pushes. More fatal pushes. It's a lot of lands. Uh-oh. Could this be Assault Rope? Is this Rakdos Pro Tour Vampire Salty Roping my Aethersphere Harvester Orzhov deck? Aethersphere Reservoir? Oops. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, there's not many times in my life when I've beaten Rakdos, and that was one of them, technically, so we'll take it. The Bomb 231 is our opponent. We'll be on the draw. With a pretty good hand. We have tap lands for turn 1, but that's okay. We've got good stuff we can do. Thoughtseize. Our Thoughtseize. Here's a Dread Knight. Alright, let's duress you. They got a Trespasser and Glissa. Deep Cavern Bats. I think I need to play my land, unfortunately. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this now when we know they can't get any value out of it. Get our second black source. Mazemind Tome. Oh man. Not a good time to brick on land. Alright, we'll play our scavenger. They're gonna get to draw a card off Glissa. Still no land. Alright. I could have Liliana'd there. There's land number 4. I'm actually just dead here. Okay. I would have been dead if I Liliana'd. Anyway, so we just missed our lands. Too many turns there. Okay, so they're Golgari midrange. I think I want a Vanishing Verse. Anything else? Drannith Magistrate can stop them from using the adventure side of their Dread Knights. Let's try it out. And a Liliana. Let's cut a Reservoir. Probably start cutting Heliod's interventions. In games like this, we need to focus on staying alive. Oh, that reminds me. I think I also want Settle the Wreckage number 2. Cut a couple of these. Go down to 6 discard pieces. I think the deck may need 25 lands. The average mana value is like 2.2 or something, which you would think 24 is enough. But I mean, this hand is good if we don't get Thoughtseize like crazy. But you don't really mulligan against Thoughtseize decks either, so I guess I'm keeping. Alright, I think I'm going to hold off on the Drannith Magistrate until they've sent one of their knights on an adventure. I'm not sure this is a good card to board in. Reckoner Bankbuster. Card's so busted. Alright, we got a sheep. Duress. Gain 2 life. Well, I guess we'll play the Magistrate now. Sheep equals win. Yeah, exactly. I could have instead leveled up the Cleric class. Maybe that would have been better to start putting counters on my stuff. Takenuma. Alright, let's just level up the Cleric class. I think I'll hold on to Takenuma. They destroy my Cleric class. Invoke Despair. If I sack the Magistrate, I just have to sack the sheep anyway. Alright, well that sucks. We drawn not much relevant, really. I guess I'll talk Numa back. A Scavenger? Duress? They exile my thing. And get food. Well, alright. Humiliate. Fatal Push Assassin's Trophy. I guess I'll take Fatal Push. I could have channeled in response to the activation. Guess I'll do this now. Get back Liliana. Mazemind Tome, that's a good draw.
Those who get in my way tend to regret it.
Let's do a Scry. Agadeem's Awakening can go on the bottom. It's plus. Scry I might have also.
Don't overthink things.
I'm dying to their creature lands. Oh, this thing's really good. It becomes a 4/4. When it attacks, it makes a food and exiles a card from the graveyard.
I'll
wow.
be back
I think it's
with
so good.
Friends.
Let's just draw. Another Mazemind. Let's draw a card. A Nighthawk. Play a Nighthawk. Assassin's Trophy. Let's scry. Settle the wreckage? Oh, heck yeah. Well, let's play another Mazemind. Poor helpless me. Please don't attack me with all your creatures. Yeah, they eat some food. Please don't fire up your Bankbuster and your lands and attack. Alright, just the hive. Oh, yeah, fire them both up. Send it all. They are going to be quite difficult to kill because they've got a million food. Let's go for a scry. Dawn of Hope. I like Dawn of Hope. Play Dawn of Hope. Let's draw a card. Gain some life. Draw another card. There's a sheep. I kind of want to hold this as a removal spell for the Bankbuster. I think with this deck, you want to use your utility lands as utility. Drawing with Castle Lockbane. There's a bat. Alright, there goes my sheep. They have a Bitter Triumph on top. They mill it. They have a Glissa on top. Keep that one. Let's scry. Give me a Fatal Push. Liliana, we'll take it. My sheep back.
Something suspicious is going on. And for once, it's not my fault. I've always hated
Play my sheep. Draw a card. I should have done that on their end step. It's dumb to do that in that timing when they're a Thoughtseize deck. Sheoldred. And Glissa. Alright, need to find an answer. So they make their Bankbuster into a 6/6. I'm okay with losing Liliana here if they attack it. That's totally fine, because I don't want to plus it anyway.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Yeah, let's draw a card. Erebos' Intervention. Took Massacre. I can 4 immediate Massacre right now. Or 5. Okay. I think I just pass. So I'm gonna Erebos' Intervention something. I think it's gonna be the Bankbuster, because that's the one thing that won't get killed by immediate Massacre. Okay. They exile their own bat. How are they able to cast those? Oh, they're just doing the adventure. They can't cast them. They're not crewing up the Bankbuster? Okay. That's curious. Let's draw a card. Gain some life and draw a card. Duress. They don't have any cards in hand. Let's not draw a card. So we can X equals... I guess we just X equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this is still my draw step. Okay, let's play the castle. There's still those 2 Dread Knights in their hand. They can't cast them right now because of the Magistrates. What are my chances of imminent death? If I don't sweep right now. If I do sweep right now, I gain 4. They get down their Dread Knights. I get hit for 6, so I'll be at 9. I'll have a Sheoldred and an Erebos' Intervention and an Iganjo. Took 3 and Erebos Sheoldred. Hey, that's a good idea. That way I keep my whole board. I like that play. Yeah, that was the thing to do, Beach Kiki. We're gonna decline. We're gonna decline, and let's finish off Shelly. Now we still have their Dreadnoughts locked down by the Magistrate too. Oh man, that's sweet. Yep. Oh yeah. Good call. They're going for a Lockwing draw. Bela push for the Magistrate. Now they can cast their Dread Knights. Bela push for the Sheep. Yeah, I mean, they're Golgari. That's like their whole deck. So we need to find something else. Aetherflux Reservoir. Shelly. I can make a life-linking chump blocker. Also gonna continue holding up Biganjo. Here comes the stupid cottage. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna Iganjo the cottage. I should do this after I declare blocks, of course. Yeah, I'll draw a card. They scoop. Okay. Wow, we outground the Golgari. Okay. Not bad. Is this another salty rope? Come on, tell me you're like cleaning your cat's litter box or something, please. Really? Come on, man. You're playing Explorer. What do you expect? Mr. Reimagination is our opponents. Yeah, we got some stuff to do, so we'll keep. Sunken Citadel on green. Alright, we'll lead on Cleric class. Arena players don't like MtG and arena player, huh? More Golgari. Who would have guessed it? Play my Mazemind Tome. And I want to draw cards off this sucker, so I'm not going to scry. Jund. Alright, I think I'll play another Cleric class and just draw a card. I'll wait till their end step because they're most likely a Thoughtseize deck. Trinko's Buzz Crusher. Oh, they're like a Ponza deck. Okay. Oh, the land is tapped. Oops. Oh man, I screwed myself. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Yeah, I lost a card there. That sucks. Well, I want to draw a card, so let's play our Restless Fortress. Yeah, I'll Gancho the Buzz Crusher. So their whole deck is just removal. Yeah, it's just like sweepers, escape to the wild. I've seen this deck. It's completely toxic. And whoever, I think it was Saffron Olive who first brewed this. What have you done? Alright, we'll play our Scavenger. Take 4. Sure, let's draw a card. And we're out of basics now. Assassin's Trophy. Flaming Wildfire. Alright, at this point, I know this deck, so we're not coming back from this. Their entire hand is just removal, so I don't know what's good against this. As much discard as we can pack, go blank. Maybe Damping Sphere? Ashiok is good against them, because they rely on those fields of ruin. Liliana, anything that can get their hands empty. Damping Sphere prevents their Sunken Citadels from tapping for more than one. So we don't need our sweepers. Darnith Magistrate shuts down their escape to the wild. We'll cut a Harvester. Like, anything that's 4 mana is going to be really hard to get to in this match. Just getting 4 lands on the battlefield is very difficult against them. I could see even Pithing Needle. Nah. Pithing Needle, they win with Chandra. But I think if they get to the point where they're resolving Chandra, we're dead anyway. We don't need all the Fatal Pushes. Fatal Push is probably better than this stuff that costs X to kill stuff. That's good. Couple of one Fatal Push, couple Lilianas can kill the Buzz Crushers, as well as Murderous Rider. Yeah, this looks okay. We need Cyborg cards. Alright. Double Thought Seize. We got 3 hand disruption spells. We've got double tap lands, which can happen with this deck. But I think it's a keep. We can rip up, we can do a number on their hand. Oh, and they multiple 5 too. That's good for us. Alright, let's Thought Seize. Rampage, Fatal Push, Trophy. We'll take Rampage. We'll take Fatal Push next. They're gonna Assassin Trophy my land. Oh, I should have floated mana. Sure, we'll take a Plains. Fatal Push. Go ahead and get our Magistrate in there. So that shuts down their escape from the wild. Escape to the wild. It also shuts down the flashback. Doesn't it? Oh no, it doesn't. They actually ramped us? Okay. Their last card is Swamp. Alright, let's just draw a card. Another Mazemind. Alright, if that's the best they got, that's good for us. Nighthawk's pretty good. Let's attack. Let's Nighthawk. Let's draw a card. Play a land. They're just, man, they're looking at my land like, how can I blow it up? How can I stop my opponent from having fun? Still have another basic. Yeah, they're going off. Alright, we draw land. Let's humiliate them. Take their escape. Put it on the Dranith. Spread the damage around. Play another. Nah, I'm just gonna draw cards with my Mazemind. There's a sweeper. So they exiled my Nighthawks. Agademes. Can Agademes my Dranith Magistrate? Not sure if that's worth it. I think I'd rather just draw a card. Damping Sphere. I think I'd rather just play another Mazemind. Cleric class. Sure, let's get back to my Dranith. Alright, all they got is Hive, that's fine with me. I'm gonna scry. Duress can go to the bottom. I'll scry my upkeep too. Actually, what's the card in their graveyard? Deadly Cover-Up. It's a sweeper where if you extract evidence, you can extract a card from their graveyard, basically. You can, like, get rid of all copies. Oh, Dire Strain Rampage. Destroy target artifact, they can flash it back. Enchantment or land. If they destroy a land, then I can put up the 2 basic lands onto the battlefield. Let's draw a card. Aetherflux Reservoir. Another Aetherflux. Let's go with another Aetherflux. Let's go with Cleric class. I should play Cleric class first, I think. How's it going just for Domo? Let's scry. A ram? I think I want a Sheoldred or something. Or a Fatal Push. I don't have many Fatal Pushes left. Bit of Triumph kills the Magistrates. Alright, they're out of tricks. Chandra. That's bad.
Well, someone had to save the day. No plan, no problem.
Draw a card. Gain life. Now I wish that we had brought in Pithing Needles. Liliana. Sheoldred. But they have Assassin's Trophy. I think I'm going for the life gain win, right? Sure, let's draw a card.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Plus this card,
Drop
humiliate.
it.
No hope.
They copy their escape to the wild. Oh, I never got around to playing my Damping Spheres, so they can double LD me. Man, I had the tools to stop them, but I just didn't get them down correctly. So now we lose. They have Cleansing Wildfire they can play. They can get me down to 0 lands. I don't know. There's some world in which I still might be able to get to 50. No, they can just disrupt my Harvester, my Reservoir. This game's over. There's no need to continue. Yeah, that deck. See, it's a secret that should have been left untold. If you just play a deck that's all removal, it's actually very, very strong. And if you can remove everything that your opponent's doing, like all of their lands, all of their permanents, that's like one of the best decks you can build. And that Jund deck is exactly that. Sugar Skull is going to be our final opponent. We'll be on the draw, and we'll mulligan this one-lander. That's another one-lander. The opponent kept 7. And we can't keep this. It's good if we draw a land. I don't know. I don't want to mold a 5. Let's just draw a land. We're on the draw. So we'll bottom our 4-drop. Okay, we drew a land. Hello. Let's get a swamp here, I guess. Naya, Sharp-Eyed Rookie. 2/2 Vigilance. When a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if its power is greater than it, put a +1... Greater than its toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on it and investigate. Okay. Well, that looks like a good target for a Fatal Push. Ironcrag Pyromancer. Ooh, that card's cool. Alright, let's Fatal Push this rookie. Let's play our Ram. And a tap land. Gonna have to deal with this Pyromancer. Because it just gets free lightning bolts. I have a deck that's built around this card. It's really sweet. Has a gigantic booty though, 0-4. Let's gain some life. March. Let's play Dawn of Hope. Humiliate. Another Pyromancer Clothis Get Lost. Let's take Get Lost, because I want to keep my enchantments. I got my 1/6 sheep. There's Clothis. Very good card. Alright, let's draw. Let's humiliate away Pyromancer number 2. Oh, they got a Tyrannus Rex. Play our land. No reason for us to attack. We got all the Pyromancers. Thoughtseize. Reservoir. I guess we Thoughtseize. Now our sheep survives even a double bolt at this point. Let's draw. Sheoldred. Can I get a land? No. They don't have another clue. I could just kill one of these Pyromancers. Or I could just duress. I mean, this is what the discard's here for, right? Keep them from playing their stuff. Terror of the Peaks. Oh my goodness. Turns on Clothis. So I could 1, 2, 3. I could discard Sheoldred and kill one of those things. I don't want to do that. I'll just take 4. One, two, three. Yeah, let's draw a card. Okay, there's a land. There's a Nighthawk. Costs 3 life to target this. I think I play my Nighthawk. Ceratops. That does it, because they're just going to hit me for some amount. I think that does it. Yeah. Okay. So big rule with Ironcrag Pyromancers, which are 3 drops. So give me Liliana, Vanishing Verse. Settle the Wreckage. Just a go blank for more discard. Cut a Duress. A Reservoir. Intervention. Fatal Push is a little hard to trigger meaningfully. What does Fatal Push actually kill? You have to revolt it to kill the Pyromancers. It just kills the little ranger dude, so... Is it worth having a couple? I guess so. I don't really have much more for this matchup. That was a mulligan. We're gonna be on the play, and we got a bunch of black cards, but no white mana. I'm gonna keep this though, because I think Liliana will be good. We'll draw a white source. Well, we have 2 lands, technically. We just don't have white, but we'll find it. There we go. Azusa's Mini Journeys. Okay. Let's get Liliana ticking.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers. We all have things we'd rather forget.
What's a discard? My land? Maybe I should have discarded Splendor. If I can get an untapped land, I'll play Splendor next turn. Questing these. Okay. Just gets to kill it for free. Wow, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
It's no fun when they hit back.
That's gonna be a tap land. I think I'll just play my Scavenger. Oh, he can't be blocked by the Scavenger. Azusa, untap up the 3 land, more Mini Journeys. What is going on here? Alright, let's humiliate you. And let's play a sheep. Alright, let's play Cleric class plus Dawn of Hope. Yes, we'll draw cards. Sheoldred. Get lost on my Scavenger. Alright, we'll block. We'll decline. Let's play Sheoldred. Let's explore on Shelly, I guess. I should have done it for the sheep. It's gonna take 4. Let's not pay. Draw a card. Okay. Vanishing Burst is good. Gonna decline again, because I want to get down to this Sigarda Splendor. Alright, let's get rid of the Question Beasts. Block these things. We're gonna Helix Sheoldred. Okay. Let's draw. And draw. And draw. I think we'll level up the Cleric class. Shifting Ceratops. Gonna get hasty. I'll block the Likeness. Do you have a Settle the Wreckage in hand? Ganjo. Okay, let's play this on black. We're gonna settle this turn. I could get back Sheoldred and gain a bunch of life. I think that's better, actually. Get back old Shelly. Alright, now we're going off. Now we need our reservoir. Let's give it to the sheep. Let's draw some cards. Fatal Push. Let's give it to the sheep. Draw a card. Give it to Sheoldred. Let's decline that one. Give it to Sheoldred. Decline. Give it to the sheep. Attack with our sheep. Play another sheep. Play a land. We do have a Fatal Push up. Let's explore on this sheep. Humiliate. We'll leave that on top. I have to discard the hint size. Now we just need to find a reservoir. We're good. We're pretty... We've got it going on here. Destroy evil. Okay. Restless Ridge. Gonna get frisky. I'll just fatal push the ridge. I'll block the Ceratops, take 3. Drop a boatload of cards. Can we get lethal here? Not quite. Play this. Power up our sheep some more. Attack you for 11. Yeah, I'll just play this Mazemind Tome. Facing down 2 lethal sheep. Alright, we got him. I think I want all the fatal pushes. Cut one of these clunky X spells. We've got a sheep and a discard spell, so we'll draw action, right? I don't know. Their deck has some crazy draws. We can slow them down with the Humiliate. I would love it to have a removal spell, though. I think this is a mulligan, actually. Alright, this is a lot better. We'll bottom. Demolition Field. This isn't a lot better. It's marginally better. We do have a sweeper. I think it's marginally better. It's better than a random hand of 5. I'm sure of that. There's the rookie. Alright, let's get our sheep. First 2 draws have been lands. That's not great. They could have Lightning Helix. I think I'll just take this. Clothes. Alright, let's go for a Nighthawk. I will trade the Nighthawk for the rookie. The Nighthawk is actually less important than the sheep in this deck. Pick your poison. No block. Hey, we got Sheep Tron. We got a whole flock of sheep. Shall I? So I think we set up for next turn beat hook for 4. Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Alright, Speed Hook's gonna be pretty good. Play another weenie. Pick your poison. And a sack of sheep. Okay, let us go. X equals 4. Doesn't kill the sheep. Dawn of Hope is a good draw. They got all the pick your poisons. Alright, Dawn of Hope. Land. All my sheep are getting exiled by Clothis. Yeah, it would have been nice to, like, Thoughtseize that or something, but... if they have a removal spell for the sheep, it could be bad. I can create a lifelinker to attack and start drawing cards. There's Terror of the Peaks. So I do need a removal spell for that. Liliana? Thank you. Hey, let's Humiliate. Get Lost, Tyrannix Rex. They're one land away from drawing that, so I guess it's that. I'll give the token to my token. Make you sack.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win. Sacrifices must be made.
Attack with my lifelinker. Get Lost the sheep. Okay. they have a future land.
Sorry,
Everyone has a
I'm
million
not
of those.
interested in dying today.
Let's explore. Fatal Push. I'll leave that on top. Let's draw it. Explore again. Settle the wreckage. I like it. So if they ever make a big attack, I can settle their wreckage. Let's get in with our 4/4. Let's draw a card. Vanishing Verse is nice. Pass. So I like where we are. We've got plenty of life. We can infinitely make tokens. We've got their land covered. We've got a big attack covered. We've got something else covered. They do have this Clawfist, which is annoying, up the beanstalk. Probably destroy that immediately. Alright, can Fatal Push their land. Gain a life, draw a card. Sigarda's Splendor, nice. Alright, they've got a Lair of the Hydra. Let's Cleric class. Splendor. Oh, I should have done it the other way, that was so dumb. Draw a card. They'll land. Thoughtseize you? Just their land. Of course, I've got no creatures in my graveyard to revive. So they can get in for 5 with their lair. 6. Okay. If that's the best they've got, we're doing just fine. Castle Ardenvale. Activate Cleric class once. Sure, let's draw a card. Reservoir is nice. I mean, if they want to just keep attacking with their lair, I'll keep growing my life-linking token. Another up the beanstalk. There's the sharp-eyed rookie. Alright, we do get to draw off Sigarda. Thoughtseize, not very good. Let's play the Reservoir. Let's attack. decline. Might as well play this Takenuma. There's nothing in my graveyard. I could settle the wreckage, or I could just make a jump blocker. Sure, let's just make a chump blocker. Token up our dude. Draw a card. Draw off Sigarda's Splendor. Shelly. Let's play Shelly. Let's draw a card. Attack with our 8/8. And we are good here. Like, I don't see how they can come back from this. Famous last words. But we're in a rather commanding position. Like, we have this settle the wreckage just as insurance. We're gonna Aetherflux them. Do we Aetherflux them right now? Let's play this. Counter up our dudes. I think we could flux him next turn. We can also just kill him with combat damage. But we want to get a flux win, right? Right? We want to flux him. We don't care what you're doing, opponent. Flux you. Just make another token. Make that one a little bigger. Let's draw a card. Make that one bigger. Draw a card. Get lost on my dude. Okay. Draw a card. Gain 2 more life. Draw a card. Gain 2 more life. Fluxia? Yes, we got it. We got the Aetherflux kill. Okay. Of course, we could have just beat them down with our incredible board and Sheoldred there, so... We had to do it at least once. Heck yeah. Alright, so what's the deal with Flux U, this Aetherflux Reservoir control deck? I think our final record was 4-2 in these matches. Two of the matches that we won were like early scoops, which is, you know, it happens on the arena queue, but, you know, the wins that we got that precipitated the scoops were legitimate wins in which we just outground really tough opponents, Golgari and, you know, the Rakdos Pro Tour deck. So, the deck is silly, obviously. Like, if you're gonna play a deck like this, Aetherflux Reservoir maybe isn't a necessary win con. Like, we saw in that last game, I didn't need the Aetherflux Reservoir. I could have just killed them with my board. Dawn of Hope actually is a really good card in combination with Nyx-Fleece Ram. That creates quite a little engine of just drawing cards and potentially in the late game getting those giant tokens with the Cleric class. So there's some cool combos in the deck. I think it's fun. It's very control-y. Obviously, it doesn't fully live up to my hope of like building a deck where you don't really need to do anything. All you need to do is just sit on Aetherflux Reservoir and you win the game. I think that you could build a deck like that. I think that there's better ways to build a deck around Aetherflux Reservoir such that it would be more of like a combo type win. And in fact, I have some ideas. Like right before I streamed, I was just thinking of another possible build for this deck that can gain a lot of life, that doesn't really care about its opponent's interaction, as long as it can stick that Aetherflux Reservoir and activate it. So I probably will try to brew that in the near future, because this deck was really fun, I have to say. And, you know, it's got good cards, it's got the chops to hang with some of the big boys in Explorer slash, maybe not Pioneer, but Explorer for sure. And it's got a very grindy late game. I mean, we got tons of removal, and if our stuff is just able to sit on the battlefield because our opponent can't get rid of it, it builds in a ridiculous endgame that's like unbeatable, as we saw in that last match. So I had a lot of fun with it. I probably will tweak it some more and play a different version that will look a lot different from this, but will have the end goal of winning with Aetherflux Reservoir with minimal efforts, as was the original mission with this brew. But anyway, that was Aetherflux U for Explorer. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, and you like off-meta, off-kilter MTG content, please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. Hope to see you in the next MTG vid. I can talk, really. Good night.